Major talking points in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at this other country is taking it, and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
Don't spoil my business too much. They just too hard for us. I mean, they want to kill us. All they want to kill us on Nigeria. Please, help us beg them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
And the government, how can you hold in the mean? I mean, it's intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice the new democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DVS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people. From the studio to Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Seven minutes gone past 9. A beautiful morning to you, Nigerians. Beautiful morning to you, Quarrants. And you are welcome to the Diamond Breakfast Show. I am your host, OMONIKE. Babatunde. I'll be your guide for the next few minutes. You're welcome. This program is going to run from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. All right, what will be our focus for today? Focus for today is on a resignation carefully wrapped in family considerations, and that's from the former Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun. But in Nigeria, when a security chief steps down, this close to an election cycle, questions would definitely flow. And could this actually be probably a strategic recalibration ahead of the 2027 election? Do you think so? Well, this we'll discuss on the show. In Edo State, gunshots recently disrupt political movement involving figures such as Peter Obi, former APC National Chairman John Odige Oyego. What should have been a routine political engagement quickly turned into security flashpoint. Again, another question to ask is, are we on the brink of resurgence of political violence in Nigeria? Well, not just in Edo now, but then in Nigeria. I'm not alone in the studio this morning. With me to discuss this further is Dr. Adebola Bakare, the Deputy Director, Institute for Legislative Studies, University of Ilorin. Well, it's quite a while I've actually, sat with him. That should be probably 2-3 years ago.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to have you join me again.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
And it's great to see you again, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on. All right, let's get to the conversation now. Let's delve in. All right, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has accepted the resignation of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kayode Egbetokun, and approved the appointment of the Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG Tunji Disu, as acting Inspector General of Police with immediate effect. And the presidency has come to clarify again that the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, resigned from the office he was not sacked. And Egbetokun, he was appointed Inspector General of Police to replace Usman Al-Khalibaba. That was on the 19th of June 2023, although his tenure was extended by 1 year in 2025. That was because, that he reached the mandatory retirement age of 60 on September 4, but then his stay was extended following the amendment of the Police Act. However, Tunji Diso, the Assistant, Inspector General of Police, AIG, in charge of the Force Criminal Investigation Department in Annex, Lagos, has been appointed now. But then there are several, antecedents that we need to list. Let me list a few that I saw online. They said during the 2020 NSAS protest, Diso, the then commander of Lagos State Police Rapid Response Squad, RRS, he distinguished himself with a people-focused policing strategy that was during the protest back then. And also, he was a key figure in the operation that led to the arrest of notorious kidnap kingpin, that's Evans. I'm sure we are all familiar with the name Evans. Then, in another high-profile operation, he led investigations following the burglary of a major iPhone store in South Africa. There are several others, antecedent of him, but let's get to the conversation of the day. Doctor, let's get to this now. There has been speculations about Egbetokun's leaving office. People were saying, no, he's been sacked, but then being showed as, no, he has resigned. And several other, conversations surrounding all this I've had about it, even from in-house discussions with my colleagues and the likes. But then let's have your take on, the all happening going forward. So that we have the upcoming election in 2027, just a few months to go. And now we have, one of the, great figure for security forces that should be in place now resigning. So how do you see all this playing out?
Well, thank you. Let me begin from the popular perspective in Nigeria. In Nigeria, resigning from office is alien to us. We don't believe somebody can resign from office. So if we see a situation where somebody resigns, we will still term it as removal. Because we find it difficult to believe that you can occupy such an exalted office and just decide one morning to just say, I'm throwing toy, that I'm out of this place. Because there will be family pressure who don't want you to leave that office. The head working under you, they know once you leave, it will be the turn of other people. They are also out of it. Then your friends, then those who are probably, it's a matter of economic displacement and replacement. There are some people making economic means under the outgone former IGP, so they will not want him to leave. That's the nature of the way we behave or think in Nigeria generally. So that's why we are still in this situation of whether he was sacked or he resigned. But I think the bottom line is he's out of office. Now we have a new sheriff in town. But I think if we link this to election, I think we should not preoccupy ourselves with whether sacked or removed, because the man is out of office now. As at this morning, if we are referring to him, he has become former IGP. So we now have another acting. So linking this to election, I won't be surprised if there is a link with this to election. One, you see, when election is coming, politicians will want to do everything humanly possible for them to win. Winning election is one. Legitimacy is another thing. They want legitimacy for that electoral victory. So they will not want to do anything that will make the integrity of the election to be shaky. Like I sometimes said, and I had some people also said it, that the 2027 election has been decided. It has been won and it has been lost. Except you want to deceive ourselves. Except there is God's miracle.
Well, that's based on assumption now.
Yes, that's why I said except.
Except.
So that except is to say that is not what we are saying, the proposition is not yet a theory, is not valid yet. It's an assumption. So now, if you look at the record of Egbetokun as IG, you will see that it's very controversial. And it's one of the cases that Sowore is still having in court till today. And that's not the problem with Egbetokun itself. It's the problem with the system. Almost all the DIGs and AIGs in Nigeria, they are already having, in fact, I think most of them are having less than 1 or 2 years in service. And the Police Act already stipulates 4 years for whoever
tenure.
becomes tenure of IG. So, as at the time he was appointed, he has just 1 year to go. Now, he was appointed 2023, one of the earliest appointments made by Tinubu when he came in. 2023, he was supposed to retire 2024. In 2024, Tinubu extended his tenure by 1 year, which to me, I am not too comfortable because it was not part of, or let me say, okay, the president has done that. We don't need to bother ourselves. Now, while he is running the 1 year extension, the National Assembly amended the Police Act to now stipulate 4 years, regardless of year of retirement. Even if you become IG at 59,
you still complete the 4 years.
You will still complete your 4 years. So it's now a tenure. And even if you are 50 years and you are appointed as IG, it means you are going to stay 4 years. At 54, you are going.
All right.
So that is the implication. Now, that law, when they amended it, they now apply it to Egbetokun while in office. So you can now see that it's more or less like double extension.
Yes.
And that 4 year tenure ought to end next year, 2027. So if you look at all this, whatever happened in 2027 election could still be attributed to it. That they already have the mind, that they already have the job they want the man to do. That's why they retain him against all odds.
All right, Doctor, I might probably have to, cut you a little here. We need to go on a very short timeout. But when we get back, we'll continue with this conversation. And then we're going to go again and check, the background influence, how the background of Tunji Disu, pardon me, is going to influence his leadership role, the new role he has been assigned or appointed now. Well, we'll go on a very short break. When we're back, after that conversation, we'll open the studio line to have your opinion. 09136556952 will be the number you call. Don't query, please.
88.7 FM.
Hey, Madam Matron, now so you go, they look me as I they carry this my RN certificate up and down without upgrading it like you, Abi.
Nurse Titi, I don't tell you, say Nurse Lara, they do distance learning. Oh, Thomas Adeomi University, she they work. She don't still they go school online. Very soon, I tell you, she go get her BSc nursing and leave you behind.
Alele, make her go register sharp. Tell all my friends too. This is a big opportunity for all my nursing friends.
Now, so for just 200,000 naira per session, you set fit get BSc nursing for Thomas Adeomi distance learning. For more inquiries, call the number 0803 357 8369 or call 090 231 30170 or visit our website at www.pau.edu.ng.
Ìkùnfẹ́ burúkú àti inú kíkọ́ kọ́ ní ogun tó dára tó máa ti pépé kò yẹ ká jẹun kó má lè ká jẹ́sọ̀. Eré sálátì àtayọ̀ inú bá ti ń kan mí tètè gbé. Really full comfort. Ilé kànáfì àgbàwẹ̀ mi tètè gbé. Gasco Antasi, Gasco Antacid, ilé-iṣẹ́ Fitson Healthcare PLC ló ń ṣe Gascol, fast relief full comfort.
Omar, since when did you start bringing surprise iftar packages home? See Malta Guinea.
I didn't buy this one. No. Remember that woman I said I helped this morning with a heavy generator?
Yes, how can I forget?
That same one. Her grandson Ibrahim bought this massa and Malta Guinness.
See, sharing goodness brings blessings. Please pass me the can of Malta Guinness. We need to call our neighbors to join us at the table.
This Ramadan, nourish your iftar with the great taste of Malta Guinness. Malta Guinness, sharing goodness brings blessings.
Diamond FM, your one-step dial.
All right, 20 minutes past 9. You're still tuned in to Diamond Breakfast Show on Diamond 88.7 from Ilori. Well, before we went on that break, we were talking about the resignation of IGP, the former IGP, and we have another appointed, although we're still waiting assent by the Senate, so he can be confirmed as the new IGP. But then I have two more questions, but then I'm going to pack two in one, three more questions, but two in one now. Now, what are the notable achievements now of Betokun and also the controversies that define his tenure?
Well, let me begin by the second question. The controversy that defines his tenure started with his appointment.
Okay.
And that's the same thing that is already greeting the new, the acting IGP that is appointed from Lagos, from the region of the sitting president. And you know he had a tie with the president.
Well, that's another question there, Doctor. Do you think there are biases? Because I observed he was security officer for Tinubu back then, and now we have another person from Lagos who has played a role in Tinubu's tenure. So do you think there's a bias?
Well, you know, in politics, morality is different from legality. And you cannot exclude both. Now, you don't expect... Normally, if you will look at it from the moral perspective, we will say it's wrong.
Okay.
But from legal perspective, it's allowed.
Okay.
Is the man not a police officer? Is he not at the rank of AIG? That is the minimum to be either AIG or DIG.
Yes.
Now, but if we want to look at it from realism, do you expect the president to bring somebody he did not trust on board in that sensitive position?
Okay.
So that is another angle that we have to look at it. So while some people are saying it's bad, that is a bad idea, but the man might be looking at it from who can I work with? You know, there is another problem now. There is another agitation now that the Easterner expected the president to appoint Frank Mba, who happens to be a DIG Musini. And he was even the one expected to be appointed when Tinubu appointed Egbetokun. Now, the argument is that he has been sidelined for the second time. Now, he will have to retire. Even though he may decide not to retire. Because there is no law that mandates that when a junior officer is appointed as IG, then the senior DIG to that person must resign. The Police Act did not say so. It's just a matter of tradition. You know, they don't like taking order from somebody their junior, who has now become their senior. That's why most of them go. If we have anybody who decide not to go, that he doesn't care, he will take order from the person. Stay.
All right, let's go back to the controversy.
Now, that is the controversy.
Okay.
Now, if we look at it from the achievement angle, except we want to deceive ourselves, he achieved, even though I can say mixed verdicts.
Okay.
We have the up, we have the low.
The lows.
We can see that during this period of Egbetokun, you can see the rate at which we have sanity in the police. The moment a police officer misbehave on the street, just get the video of the incident. You don't even need to submit it to the police. Just put it on social media. From there, they pick it up. The next thing you hear is that those police officers have been arrested. They have been detained. The next, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, they give verdict. So that has made the police officer to have a kind of sanity. And I saw a video day before yesterday online. 2 policemen were harassing some people in the car. The moment that one police officer attempted to shoot, the moment somebody told him that we are doing video, we are recording, 2 of them became gentle immediately. Because they know the implication. So we have to give these kudos to the man.
But what about the security situation?
Yes, that's why I say it's mixed.
Oh, well.
The security situation improved to some extent. But you know, the moment the thing did not reach peak that we are secure, we will still continue to complain. We will still continue to complain. And the first point of call by the people is the police. If there is a problem, before you say you are calling the military, even if it is banditry, you will have to call the police first. So, to some extent, we might not be where we are supposed to be. But I think we had some improvement.
All right.
The situation now is different from what we saw under Buhari. Definitely. It has somehow improved, but not to where we want it to be.
Okay, but
it's still far from where we want it to be.
Far from it.
Far, very far.
Okay, but let's come to Tunji Disu now. Do you think, his background, do you think it will influence his leadership role?
Yes. Okay. If we want to be true to ourselves,
all right,
we need somebody like him.
Okay. Why do you say so?
Yes, because if you go and follow his antecedents,
all right,
he's not somebody who sits in the office. He has never occupied, I think the most of his period in the force are on the field rather than in the office.
Right.
You know, he has even worked as PSO to this former IGP Egbeto.
Yes.
But now, if you look at his career, you will discover that he's more of somebody on the field, participating in the policing, not only administrative. And that's what we need.
All right.
We don't need an IGP who will just sit inside the office, focus on only administrative aspects of policing, forgetting the combat aspect. We need somebody who can match the two together. Probably the experience will prompt him to always be on the field. You know, I will liken him to this late Chief of Army Staff, Lagbaja. Lagbaja has never been somebody who sits in the office. He has been a combatant all through his life. The moment he was appointed as COAS, you could see that day in, day out is always at the battlefront with the military. So even though, God knows best, the man died shortly, but I wish this man will bring this experience to bear. Not that he become the acting IG now, he will now change totally. You know,
once it's on stage, yes.
So he can't say precisely.
All right.
That's what he will do.
Okay. We hope. Let's look forward to what he will do, and we hope he will perform beyond, our expectations. Well, let's take reactions very quickly from our listeners, and then we'll go in for a very short break and come back to take your opinion. 09136156952 is the number to call. We have 1 minute to make our contributions.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. This is Godwin from Nigeria.
You're welcome, Mr. Godwin.
No smoke without fire. That is no need of fire. All of us were Nigerians.
Okay.
You're pretending. No smoke without fire.
All right.
I think we change every day. It doesn't help us. Let them focus and change on this security. Bring it back. That we can go to our farm. And there. No need of no change.
All right.
No man. Change it.
Thank you, sir.
Security. It's becoming poor. No, change it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Godwin. All right, we'll tell them. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Godwin. 09136156952 is still the number to call. 09136156952. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Abdurafu calling from Ilorin.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. On the issue of appointment of IG from the sitting president regions or ethnicity, I always say something that in Nigeria is one on paper but not in reality. And until all the region, the ethnicity sits and prepare how are we going to be one in this country. That is how it's going to be happening. Because there is no trust between among the regions, between the ethnicity. During Obasanjo, the three IGs were Yoruba. During Baba Buhari, the IGs were from the north. So also this now. So the person that's supposed to be appointed supposed to be in bar, but see now, even if this one finishes his own tenure, is going to still appoint another person, because there is a trust lost between us. So we have to work towards that.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. Well, thank God you spoke within the 1 minute time frame given. Thank you so much for keeping to time. Well, we have to go on a very short timeout, and when we're back, we'll continue this conversation. 091-3655-6952 is still the number to call. We'll resume our conversation after this very short timeout. Don't go away, please.
98.7 FM.
Omar, since when did you start bringing surprise iftar packages home? See Malta Guinea.
I didn't buy this one. No. Remember that woman I said I helped this morning with a heavy generator?
Yes, how can I forget?
That same one. Her grandson Ibrahim bought this masa and Malta Guinness.
See, sharing goodness brings blessings. Please pass me the can of Malta Guinness. We need to call our neighbors to join us at the table.
This Ramadan, nourish your iftar with the great taste of Malta Guinness. Malta Guinness, sharing goodness brings blessings.
Your one-step dial, Diamond FM, shining supreme.
At 1 minute gone past 9, you're still tuned in to Diamond Breakfast Show on Diamond 88.7 from Ilori. Well, let's take your reaction. 09136556952. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. You're welcome, sir.
This is Dr. Larry Okiki.
You're welcome, doctor.
You're
welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity you give us.
You're welcome, sir. You have 1 minute.
Okay, on the issue of the removal of IGP, most of the people were surprised. But when I think backward on the idea of our politicians, so though he was appointed by the president, and nobody knows what the president meant by removing him. So, but according to me, I'm praying to God, so to have the new IGP.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Doctor. Well, it was not removed. He resigned. It wasn't. And the presidency has clarified it. He resigned. He left the office himself willingly. Okay, it's not like you have to leave, pack and go. No. Well, this message here says, my name is Sakaoni Yomuritala from Alori. I greet you people in the studio. In fact, you know what to do when what to do? And he says sometimes IGP's resignation is also part of strategy because he do it in a surprisingly, new IGP needs to work on our insecurities. God bless Nigeria. Thank you so much, Asakaoni Yomuritala from Aluri. And Kolade Ayinde, thank you so much for your message. He said the Nigerian president requires a solid base influence and a true sense of history. And he spoke about politicians with know-how should step forward and present manifestos. Well, they're presenting manifestos, but then are they actually, enforcing and implementing it? That's a question we should ask. Yes, says, good morning, the anchor, the guest, more wisdom. Thank you so much, prophetess. Well, we still await your message. And yes, says, good morning, OMONIKE. Let's be sincere to ourselves. The terrorist problem you're having is not only police problem. Egbetokun has tried his best. Isa Mohammed from Ilori. Thank you so much. Yes, says, good morning, OMONIKE. DBS Golden Boys. Good morning, our dear guest. There's nothing special in the resignation of any appointee, and it is also administratively wrong for any employer to force any employee to continue on his line of duty against his wish. Again, we must understand in clear terms that the president has the constitutional power to extend the stay of IGP in office because it is a political appointment. Well, I have a question for Doctor here. If it is actually constitutional power, and it says no matter what has happened, Egbetokun has contributed his own dues and the rest is now history. It says the appointment of IGP is at the discretion of the president and it is an appointment for one that can be held in trust. Regionalism should be out of it. Elder Yemi Asaju, thank you so much. Yes, says good morning, amiable presenter and and our guest. Appointment of new IGP. What I think is capacity, credibility, and merit, regardless of the region it comes from. We're all Nigerians. God bless Nigeria. Engineer Abdulhakeem Hussein. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome, sir.
I'm Alaji Tayo, calling from Ilorin.
You're welcome, Alaji.
Firstly, I want us to look at the Segura from this time.
Okay.
When he was appointed as an IT, fear of statutorily reached the age of 60, but the period extended the tenure by some years. No fully ready than supposed to retire. And this somebody who has worked with the parent before. And the position of an IG is so sensitive that you need somebody who is trustworthy, who you can trust. And this president has worked with the president before. But now we should be able to read the answer on the wall. This somebody who has been an anointed candidate of the president now is resigning. I want to believe that this president is orchestrated. Maybe able to call anyway, allegedly, or he was have stepped on some toes, and that's why it was removed, or it was an considered plan. Because the issue, as it was the commissioner of police, that was promoted to AIG and was not brought to Abuja, maybe to prepare him for this new assignment. He himself too has worked with the parents before. So we need somebody who's lawyer. On the ability of PGDC to do it, I really trust it. Because this is somebody that I have worked with when I was in Port Harcourt, when I was the commissioner of police, I was the senior commander of my agency, civil defense in Port Harcourt. He's somebody who doesn't sit down in the office. He believes in going out himself with officers on the field. And I think this thing will resonate now that has been made at night. You just need to pray for him so that he will succeed. We will just write him up. He has tried his own best to. He has contributed to the security of the nation, and he has something to show for it.
Thank you so much, Alaji.
God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Alaji. Let me take this message. We're going for the next focus of the day. And here says, good morning, OMONIKE, BABATUNDE, and my Oga in the house, Dr. Adebola. Long time, sir. Sir, I want you to shed more light on the new appointed IG Tunji Raji's qualification, years of service. I wish we had the time to do that. An achievement juxtaposing with Frank Umba. I don't know if you can summarize that. Thank you, Femi David from Ilori. All right. Let me take that. Is it possible to get that in 1 minute?
Well, the short of it is that Frank Kimba is senior to Disu. Because Frank Kimba is a DIG and Disu is AIG. Probably that's what that person wants to know. But
he's talking about the qualification. Yes,
he has the minimum required qualification. The requirement is that for somebody to be appointed as IGP, he must have attained the rank of AIG or DIG and must have fourth degree and other additional qualification, which he has. So the moment you meet the minimum, we don't bother about others. Whether you have PhD or master, the law stipulates fourth degree.
All right, thank you so much, Doctor. Now let's go for the next focus of the day. This will be very, very brief. All right, Dr. Yunusa Tanko, Obi's former campaign spokesman and national coordinator of Obedience Movement Worldwide, revealed that former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and the national chairman of the former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, John Odiege Oyego, and some leaders of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, were reportedly attacked by suspected thugs in Benin City, Edo State, yesterday. And he said they shot at the gate to destroy several vehicles in what appears to be a survived assassination attempt on their lives. And he says in his word, democracy is in danger. And now the former Anambra State governor, that's Peter Obi, has condemned the attack on the resident of the national leader of the party, Chief John Odige Oyego. What is allowed to happen in the country today will ultimately affect all of us and the nation. That's what Peter Obi said, just to pick from his words. And Odige Oyego himself has warned that such incident, if unchecked, could plunge the country into chaos. Well, if we could remember again, there was a subtle happening, not subtle, but then there was a happening back in the days or in the last year where the governor of Edo State accused Governor, that's Peter Obi, and he made mention of the fact that the man who says that was when Peter Obi contributed about 15 million to, the completion of a project in a certain school, that's St. Philomena Hospital School of Nursing Sciences on June 7, and it coincided with resurgence of violence and killings of some 3 persons in the state. And the governor said that man who says he has no shishi came and dropped 15 million naira. Where did he get it from? And after he left, 3 people were killed. For this reason, Obi must not come to Edo without security clearance. Well, that we're going to focus on now. Let's talk about it, Doctor. Now, looking at this, now there's an attack on the opposition party. Now, do you think the way we're going, probably there's going to be a resurgence of violence in Nigeria just because, ahead of elections that we have in 2027? Do you think this is probably the beginning, or we're going to see several more, looking at what's happening?
In fact, we are going to see several more. Because if you look at the trend since 1999, you will see that it followed the same pattern.
Right.
The moment election is about a year, you will see the resurgence of political violence, political attack, and sometimes it might be a simple attack blown out of proportion to score points. In Nigeria, we have even seen we have witnessed situations where attack was stage managed just to score points. So we are going to see all of this. We are, in fact, it's just beginning. We are still going to see more. My advice to the people is that if you are part of the politicians, take care of how to take cover when there is problem. The moment you are not a politician, that you are not following them, stay clear of wherever they want to do any political gathering, so that you will not be caught in crossfire. And that will be a collateral damage. Nothing. The highest thing is they will just come to visit the family house of that person. They will even politicize it. So what we have seen that happen, we can't truly pinpoint what actually was the cause. One, it might be internal wrangling in the APC that led to the attack. ADC that led to the attack.
Yes.
There's also possibility that it could be a matter of power flexing. That I told you cannot come to my state without clearance. I'm not saying that's what happened.
Well, yes, possibility.
We are looking at possibility. It might be the camp of the governor that say, okay, attack them, so that will now validate what I've said earlier. Is possible.
And it could be from, positions also.
Now, the reason why I say it could also be stage managed was, if you read the statement by Odigui Oyegun, the man said when they were at the meeting, they received intelligence reports that they will be attacked. When they received the intelligence report that they will be attacked, the question is, why don't you end the meeting immediately and disperse? You now continue the meeting and say you decided to be brief and continue the meeting and quickly wrap up. You are supposed to wrap up immediately when you got that information. But we thank God nobody died. But at least we are going to see more of this, and it's part of their... Okay, now, after the attack, Peter Obi still went back to that school where he donated money. That's to tell you how insincere they are. You are just attacked. After the attack, you still visited another place. What could have happened? After the attack, you are supposed to leave the scene completely. Abandon whatever you are doing. What if they attack him in that school again? What will have happened? So, is period of politicking. We are going to be seeing different things, but at least they need to secure themselves.
All right.
But to some extent, all of them also have police protection, DSS protection, civil defense protection. So they have to. It is their it is their right.
Yes.
So the ruling party must also fortify that security for them. You can't say because they are opposition, you are now going to expose them to risk. So the moment they are people of particular interest,
yes,
the sitting governor or the federal government must give them adequate security.
All right, but then do you think, just as Peter Obi had said, democracy is in danger?
Well, democracy is not in danger. They themselves are in danger. You see, that's the language of politicians.
Okay.
Anytime something favors them, they say democracy is growing in Nigeria.
Okay.
But anytime something did not favor them, they say democracy is in danger. Why is our democracy? If any of them drop dead, God forbid, will our democracy stop? So democracy is not in danger.
All right.
They are the ones that are putting themselves in danger.
Risk.
It's like somebody saying, I can't participate in politics because it's a dirty game. Politics is not the dirty game. You are the one that is playing it dirty. So democracy is not in danger.
All right, so let's go on a very short time out, and when we're back, we'll take your reactions. We have about 10 minutes to check out time. 10 minutes to check out time. So you might want to send your messages to our WhatsApp number 091-3655-6864. I'll be back after this short break. Don't go away, please.
Your one-stop dial, Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Omar, since when did you start bringing surprise iftar packages home? See water Guinea.
I didn't buy this one. No. Remember that woman I said I helped this morning with a heavy generator?
Yes, how can I forget?
That same one. Her grandson Ibrahim bought this massa and Malta Guinness.
See, sharing goodness brings blessings. Please pass me the can of Malta Guinness. We need to call our neighbors to join us at the table.
This Ramadan, nourish your iftar with the great taste of malted Guinness. Malted Guinness, sharing goodness brings blessings.
Diamond FM, a radio made for you.
At the 6 minute gone past 9, 091-3655-6952 is the number to call. Let's take your reaction, but please be precise. You have 1 minute to make your contribution. Time management this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Abdulaziz, calling back.
All right, you're welcome.
For that type of gathering, I'm very sure that the police must be there and other security agencies.
Yes.
This one is a litmus test for the new acting IGP. We're supposed to hear something from them so that at least people will have trust in the new IG. So we want to hear from the security agent what really went wrong.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you from the IGP. Well, he has just resumed office. Can you immediately give a remark already regarding what's going on?
No, it can't be everywhere. Somebody is there is a commissioner of police in Edo State.
Okay.
So that's the responsibility of that person.
Okay. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, Mr. Godwin. You're welcome back, sir.
All of us are Nigerians. Stop play politics without bitterness. Without bitterness, no continuous permanent. Either you fail or pass, no continuous permanent. You are not going to be there forever and never. For a while.
Thank you so much.
Be taken. We are not animals.
All right.
When the soul is gone, it's gone forever. Let us see about that one. Hold this without bitterness.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin. Thank you so much. No bitterness. 09136556952 is still the number to call. Thank you for your message. And it says Peter Obi is no longer an ordinary presidential candidate. He should map out red point and take appropriate precaution. Life has no duplicate. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, OMONIKE.
Good morning, you're welcome.
God bless you.
Amen.
You're
welcome.
Leave the job at Mr. IG. You know, IG is already due for retirement. We want to advise our leader. They should not do this mistake that after somebody is 5 years in service and they are adding 1 year to reach. It's not good.
Okay.
The man in the job is supposed to leave that job and put another man there. Then I wish Mr. Disu Toji success. And God will back him to perform work. That might have been
Thank you so much, Prophetess. Thank you for your contribution. Here it says, the attack on Peter Obi. Please tell us the reaction of the state governor of police security. Advise ADC to put their house in order. Isa Mohammed from the Ilori. Well, he has not reacted yet.
Been together for this country for a very long time. But this APC government, whether we like it or not, instead for them to help the country positively, they are introducing negative things. And if anybody say I'm not concerned, I didn't concern me today, today it may concern you one way or the
other. Yes.
Today it may concern you one way or the
other. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. Let's take more messages here. It says, good morning. Politics in Nigeria looks dirty. Yes, there was attack in Edo State, but by who and from who? Thank God that there was no casualties. Are these politicians doing all this for our sake? God bless Nigeria. Engineer Abdul Hakim Hussein from Agbaji. Thank you so much, Engineer. Yeah, says, good morning to you in the studio. That issue of Egbetokun is laughable and very funny, but congratulations to our amiable comrade, Showore. When are we going to stop all this tribalism game in appointment? Does it mean no more tribe, no other tribe is fit to occupy the post? I don't think we can get out from this issue of tribalism, religion, and ethnicity. Chief Fadikwe Abolari from Yakuba. Thank you so much. You decided to send a message today and not call. Thank you so much. And here it says, good morning in the studio. Nigerians should concentrate on the duty of appointee, not where the officer comes from. What is he coming to do will show very soon, although it's painful when you're neglected, when it's supposed to be your turn as Inspector General of Police. But those positions are more political than career positions. Yoda Ayekoto from Yaniki Songo. Thank you so much. Here it says there's serious fighting in ADC in Edo State. Oyegun has factionalized the party to the extent of locking out some members of the party and prevented them from having access to attend a meeting. ADC should carry out a thorough in-house examination. To me, there was no reason for such attack by APC. Politicians are strongly advised to stop blowing hot air that could trigger violence. Elections should not be a do or die game. If it is all about service to the people, it is all about service to the people. Obi's donation is a vote buying strategy. Elder Yemi Asaju. I don't know. Is that really a vote buying strategy? Okay. Well, here it says, respectfully, sir, reducing an attack on a presidential candidate to just politics and suggesting it might be staged without clear evidence sounds dismissive. In a democracy, any form of political violence or intimidation should concern everyone, regardless of party affiliation. Saying democracy is not in danger simply because elections are approaching does not automatically make it true. Democracy is not only about vote day. It's about safety, fairness, freedom of speech, equal political participation. And supporting Tinubu APC is a personal political choice, and that is fine. But okay, we should. All right, thank you so much for your contribution. This is quite lengthy. You didn't put your name, but thank you so much for your contribution for that. And here it says, good morning, OMONIKE, and I guess in the studio, we should always play a politics of truth. I don't know why they intend to attack Peter Obi. I don't know if we truly want freedom from all our politicians. It's high time we wisen up. All right, thank you so much, Dami Vision. And the last message before I step out today says, good morning, presenter. And I guess the way they are governing us in this country is kick and follow. Nigerian politicians, most especially the ruling party, have been working day or night since the inception of this government to perfect their re-election to power in 2027. My question to doctors, pastors, alphas, comrades, engineer, judiciaries, and others is, where's our presidential candidate and others for the 2027 election? Engineer Yasser from Ofa Garage. Thank you so much. Mr. Femi David, I might not be able to take your message. It says, well said, my Oga, in Nigeria, we politicize everything. Even our politicians refuse to wake up on time from their bed. Doctor, it's time for us to step out of the studio. What will be your, general remark to Nigerians regarding everything we've said today in few seconds?
Well, we as Nigerians have to look out. There is going to be different kind of actions and inactions just to sway our political behavior, our voting pattern. We have to look out and vote for people we know have credibility to govern the country.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Doctor, for coming on. It's a pleasure to see you again and sit with you again to discuss. Thank you so much to you who tuned in to listen. You tuned in to who contributed on the show, and to my producer, to my manager. Thank you so much. Well, I'll see you at 3 p.m., 7:30 and 5 p.m. Keep listening to Diamond 88.7 FM. I remain OMONIKE. Babatunde. Do have a